topic, evaluations and feedback. Sarah is giving a speech from the Successful Club series. The title of her speech is Evaluate to Motivate. So please give a warm welcome to Sarah Udi.
Thank you, Jim. Hello, fellow Toastmates.
Hello.
I had not even turned 21 when I first started learning about giving effective feedback. And one of the things I learned is about how sensitive most of us are. We may put on a front of a very confident person or an angry person or a whatever, but this person in front that you see is usually covering for this little scared kid inside. And it's really important to remember that little kid when, or particularly when you're doing evaluations. So that is one of my major pieces about evaluation. And another thing that can help that is if you think of a 2-to-1 ratio, that you're going to give at least 2 positive pieces of feedback for every 1 suggestion for improvement. And if you stick to that and have the positive ones have a lot of weight, not just be surface, easy ones, and then dig in with the negative ones, then you're almost guaranteed to give a very helpful evaluation. I'm going to pass out some the content of what I'm going to be talking about, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. You'll have it handy afterwards. And don't read the thing on the reverse side till later, just because you'll spend more time than you need to. So I'm going to talk about some of the things on this sheet, but not everything. It is incredibly important to give immediate feedback. And actually, one of the things I recommend is that during the 1-minute timing, when other people are writing down an evaluation of you, that you quickly write down what are a couple pieces of feedback you give yourself, and then compare it to the feedback you get later. Another thing that I've seen successful Toastmasters do is use the video. Take videotapes of themselves, watch that video, and watch it with someone else. Have that other person give you some feedback and listen to your own feedback while you're watching it. I've seen people that videotape themselves 8 or 9 times before they enter a contest or while they're working on being in a contest. And that's a very effective thing. Another is to go to your mentors or to some people who've given you some very useful feedback in writing and ask for more details or ask for them to be more specific. We have an old joke in a place I used to work where these 2 people were having a lunch meeting, and as they walked in, one of the people said, "I always enjoy meeting with you," and the other one said, "Could you be more specific?" And it's like we often don't ask for more specifics, but that's how we're going to get evaluations that we can move on from and we can keep growing, which is all of our goal here at Toastmasters. The see and tell approach, or tell and see, is particularly, I love the way Toastmasters teach people how to evaluate, because it means speaking to the person, saying, now I'm going to evaluate, especially Lenny. You know, we like to throw in that word of appreciating Lenny, and I'm going to look at you, I'm going to talk to you, I'm not going to talk about Lenny. That really detracts from the evaluation and any specific feedback that you can give. The part about showing that you're interested by looking at the person, not spending your time writing, tracking what they're saying, nodding up and down, I've noticed that I nod a lot when I am in an audience and listen to a person, and they often end up looking straight at me for a big part of the speech. The other thing is the more you can find out from the person ahead of time what kind of feedback they want, the more effective it's going to be. Personalize your language means use, instead of saying, Manesh, you did this wrong, or you shouldn't have done that, speak from yourself, from I, and say, my opinion is, or I noticed that. Those kinds of things. So it's not presenting it as fact. This is just my opinion. And it's also, I forgot what I was going to say there, so I'll skip it. And always remember to evaluate the speech, not the person. One of the things, the reason I have on the back of your handout the poem about listen to what I'm not saying, is that when you're giving and when you're picking pieces of the person's speech to evaluate, one, pick things that person can do something about. Like, if I have a tone of voice that would take years for me to change, don't spend a lot of time talking about it. If you find some way about how I look to detract from my speech, don't talk to me about that, please, because I can't change it. Do focus on things that are going to help my self-esteem. Do focus on things that I can improve on. I do really want to hear about them. Do focus on specific things that made you enjoy the speech. And just remember the little person behind, and remember that evaluations are the most effective tool we have for learning. Thank you very much.